winner Charlize Theron often chooses to play tough women, as you know, and her latest role is no exception. She stars in The Huntsman, Winter's War in the role of the evil queen, and Dylan got a chance to talk to her in L.A.
I did, and she was absolutely lovely. Charlize told me she was surprised when asked to reprise her role as Queen Ravenna, considering she died at the end of 2012's Snow White and the Huntsman. But she said it was the script and her co-stars that made returning to the role worth it.
I thought I made you strong.
How did you draw the weakness out? What did you do?
I remember when they sent me the script the first time, I Googled Evil Queen.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
That image popped up with the black hair and the arched brow and the red lipstick and the collar, and it was just like, I think it was the challenge. It was interesting to find not justifications for her bad behavior, but real meaning of who and why she was, and then letting her go. Really like watching her be a complete nutbag.
The Huntsman, Winter's War is the prequel to 2012's Snow White and the Huntsman. It's the story of Queen Ravenna's attempt to overthrow her sister Freya's reign in the north. The plot foiled by the huntsmen, Eric and Sarah.
What was it like working with Emily and Jessica?
I got to do most of my stuff with Emily, and we just hit it off like a house on fire. It was somewhat problematic. I think from the first moment that we met, we started talking, and then we never stopped. We still haven't stopped.
Her 4-year-old son, she says, even developed a little crush on the Ice Queen.
He thinks she's the most beautiful girl he's ever seen in his life, which is just crushing. But at least it's like someone that I love and respect, so I can deal with it a little bit better. But when I drive him to school, it's always the same poster. He's like, "Mom, it's Emily." I'm like, "And your mother is right next to her."
Did you say something?
This is my kingdom.
We all had so many similarities on this set. You know, most of us had kids. We gave most of our kids to Jessica, so she felt like she had kids. We're just a bunch of really lighthearted, crazy, funny people.
And just because so many people need to know, is Chris as dreamy and wonderful as we all assume he is?
He's pretty. He is pretty. Not gonna lie. That boy is pretty.
And there's a personality, too.
He's one of the greatest guys I've ever met in my entire, and I don't know a lot of guys that could have put up with what he put up. I mean, 3 of us, we were like 3 powerhouses going at him at all times. It was brutal, and he's completely unfazed by it.
Theron renegotiated her contract for the Huntsman to give her the same pay as Hemsworth, a deal reportedly worth more than $10 million. While Theron acknowledges her situation is different than most women, she says she believes in fairness.
You know, when people ask me, like, what is feminism to you? It's to be fair, you know, and I think that we should be valued just as much as our counter partners who we work with just as hard. And I think it's a conversation that we need to have, and hopefully there can be some real action placed towards it.
Right, and hopefully it spreads into other areas.
Yes, definitely. When you look at the world, you know, we're 50% of the population. Like, where is our place? Like, where is our value? We bring half of it to the table. We have to start being valued that way, you know?
And we do it well.
Exactly. High five.
I know, she gave me a high five. I haven't watched this man since. Charlize also talked about signing on to Fast 8. She told me it's a little intimidating joining the Fast and Furious franchise, but also really special. The Huntsman, Winter's War from our sister company Universal hits theaters.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.